This is for August for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising, and if you have lots of Gemini aspects, this is one you want to listen up for, okay? All right, here we go. Gemini, you know some Geminis? Do you know some Geminis? Now you're going to get some inside information about what's going on with them. Geminis, you still got some headaches that you're trying to shake off you. I'd say, you haven't had enough solid friendships coming in and being helpful and being kind to you. And this is not happy. This doesn't make the girl happy or the guy happy. This kind of gives you a headache. You're kind of sitting there wondering, where's your people? Where's your people? Where's my tribe? Where are my people? Well, you know what? You just need some new friends. Really, for real. You need some new friends. And I'm not saying get rid of anybody, but maybe just everybody's busy, right? Maybe they're just too busy and they don't have time, because that's what it looks like. And I'm going to say some Geminis have a hard time giving, have a hard time expressing themselves. And I'm not saying that they're unkind and they're not, charitable in that, but they're always got, sort of got their head to the ground. They're not really paying attention to what's happening around them. And sometimes that causes them to miss the boat. They're not giving the love that they really should be giving, even though they may love you. They're not giving it to you, or their kids will feel that way, the kids will feel like the Gemini is always trying to make sure that they do all their homework and get their house cleaned and clean their bedroom, but there's no fun. So the Gemini needs to remember to have fun. Really important for the Gemini to kick it up. So the whole point I'm making is it's almost like all your friends are too busy, or you've been too busy, so they all started doing things without you, and now you're kind of spinning your wheels. So all I can say is, Gemini, it's time for you to come out of the closet and have some fun. And if you have kids, start with them, have fun with them. If you have a partner, make sure you're having fun. And if that means, putting some more spark in the bedroom, this is a good place to do it. If that means paying more attention to your partner in conversation by paying attention and saying, yes, I hear you, honey. Reflective listening, that kind of a thing. Make sure your partner knows that you're with them, that you're engaged, that you're paying attention to them. Because I'm going to say that the last little while, if you've had some partner issues, part of the problem is you. So you got to be part of the solution, right? Because it's hard for you sometimes to engage in a playful, loving way. And I'm going to say this strongly, that on occasion, I have noticed that Gemini having trouble with this may drink to get themselves in the mood. This isn't always very appealing. So I'm being told to tell you to check in with yourself on those levels, okay? You may realize that you have restrictive personality, limiting personality. Maybe you're OCD. Maybe you're compulsive behavior. Maybe you have power and control issues. Maybe you have addictions. I don't know for sure. But one thing's for sure is the devil card's here, and that usually indicates those things I spoke of. All right, so a move may be in your mind. If a move is in your mind, I'm going to say give it 5 more weeks to think it through before you make any decisions to do it. There may be a reason why. There may be something better that comes along, which is why you're being told just to hold off a little tiny bit, all right? I do see a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn being very significant in your life. They may be an old friend, an old lover, an old business associate, something like that, that'll come into your life and will bring some joy and happiness into your life. Happy to be able to tell you that. And here's a really good motto. If it's too much trouble, it isn't worth it. Walk the other way. Okay. If these are like signs, these are like signs to me, if you're pushing too hard and it's constant struggle, it's saying go the other way, and do that. Just go the other way. Be confident that spirit will set you up in another area. This is part of the problem when we don't go with the flow. And sometimes I think Gemini has a hard time going with the flow. Okay. This is why the drinking thing might be there. This is why the disassociation kind of energy that I'm seeing here in relationships is there. It might be because you really don't know how to communicate in an intimate level. So if that's true, Gemini, please do something about it, because you're a wonderful soul. And I mean, I know who the Gemini is. I love you guys. I think you're wonderful. But a lot of other people may not be able to read you easily. I mean, being psychic, I can do that. But a lot of other people, they're not using their psychic skills, so they can't really do it. Okay? Now, as far as you having fun and being stable, this month is kind of a wishy-washy month for you. But I'm going to say that once you get through this, once you get through this month, there's some pretty good days coming ahead. Okay? Pretty good days coming ahead for sure. That's what I see. And you may meet up with some very interesting people, because now that I've said to you, there is a problem with you not having enough people, enough social life, you're going to do something about it. Or be more actively involved in their playful time. So there you go. Money's not so bad with you folks. Health-wise, I think you just got the nag-on energy you need to deal with, and the compulsion and restrictive thing that you need to deal with, but your health is pretty good overall. Okay? So that is for Gemini. I hope that helps. And that's for the month of August.